Welcome to Pots, a space of expression for a casual love of all things plants and culinary. And today we're gonna have a little fun. So this is a teaser here. We're gonna start out with some active dry yeast and some lukewarm milk.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive! It's alive! In the name of God! Now I know what it feels like to be God!
So that's the thing. So, you test your yeast, make sure that it blooms. But check this out. This is my new KitchenAid stand mixer that was gifted to me by my sister, Brittany Moore. Thank you so much. I love you so much. Thank you so much for getting this for me. Today, we're going to put that KitchenAid to use. This beautiful, lovely KitchenAid. Thank you, Brittany. Thank you. Thank you so much, people. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. I love you. So today, we are making Blue Hawaiian cinnamon rolls. And they're called that because they're going to have blueberry and lavender, and they're going to be made with a Hawaiian bread dough, a nice soft Hawaiian bread dough. So we are going to start out, and I'm going to have the full measurements in the description below, with some prepared instant potatoes, some milk, some eggs, some butter, some some pineapple juice, some vanilla, that yeast we prepared, some salt, and some sugar. And you're going to need your hook attachment and your paddle attachment. Isn't that cool? I get to say things like that because I have this stand mixer. Thank you again, Beam. I really appreciate you. I love you for real. Okay, so you're going to start out with, we're putting in your bloomed yeast, and then you're going to put in your mashed potatoes. And I know it's weird, like, what, mashed potatoes and cinnamon rolls? You're not going to taste it. Just think like potato bread. So it just helps make your dough really soft. And then you're going to add in your pineapple juice and your vanilla. So those go in there. And then you're going to add in your eggs. So really all your wet ingredients. So add your eggs in there. Turn your paddle mixer on and just kind of let it go till everything's like a nice smooth paste. And then you're going to add in your sugar and just a little bit of salt. And then totally don't know how to use a stand mixer, right? I hit the paddle trying to put the flour in there. I think I did it like 3 times till I learned how to do it.
Snow, 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 snow. It won't be long before we'll all be there with snow.
Snow, snow. I want to wash my hands, my face and hair with snow.
Snow.
But yeah, there was like flour all over the table, and but yeah, don't do that. Don't be a goober like I am trying to learn how to use the stand mixer. I will get better. I'm gonna get better, but for now, the table is a little bit more festive with some flour on it. So anyway, after I learned how to do what I was supposed to do, and I carefully put the added the flour in there. This is me adding the rest of it, thinking about what I did. Turned it low, and then put it on high, which is what you're supposed to do. And you're just gonna let that mix for a good 10 minutes really. And then you see me taking off the paddle attachment, and now we're gonna switch to the hook attachment. So I throw that on there, and this is when you're gonna let it go for a good 10 to 15 minutes. Just let it mix. This is what you do when you're making bread. You're trying to develop the gluten in there. So this is the structure, right? Opposite of making cake. Then just flour a nice clean surface, and see that dough. It's gonna be really sticky, but that's what you want because you want it to be soft. So it's gonna be very easy to roll out. So I just rolled it out here and rolled it to the edge, and you see me just kind of checking to see the width here, about 1/4 of an inch thick, and then you just spread some softened butter, not melted, all over the top. So the filling is really cool. So you have some lemon zest, some cinnamon, some lavender, some fresh blueberries, some brown sugar and white sugar, and just mix all that together until it's uniform. And then you're just gonna sprinkle that all the way to the edge. Just give it nice full coverage, and then you're just gonna roll it up like a sleeping bag. Yeah, we'll go with that. So roll it up like a sleeping bag, and and then cut off the ends, because there's really nothing in the end pieces. And then cut nice uniform pieces. I like to kind of make sure they're touching, because to me it helps them rise up. And then you just kind of have to wait for about an hour to an hour and a half, because the dough is enriched. So it's gonna take a minute. I put a little bit of half and half at the bottom of the pan. Just helps it be kind of gooey like the ones in the mall. And then just bake it off for about 35 to 40 minutes. And then you take them out and they look like that. You see how they they rose up and they started touching each other, but they're still easy to separate. And so this looks like a crazy psychedelic frosting on the top, but all it is I put a couple of fresh blueberries, some butter, and some cream cheese, and a little bit of powdered sugar, and I just blended that up, and that made a nice blue, or bluish, blue cream cheese icing to go on top of those cinnamon rolls. Anyway, they're nice and soft, perfect for brunch. And I got my little mug here with some fresh ice cold milk, and that's it. Check them out, see how you feel about them. I really love lavender. I really love blueberries, especially in baking. And that's it, guys. For the next recipe, it's gonna be something a little savory, and then we'll come back to the plant side of things. But have a great day.